Shout out, Andy.
What'd you hit?
That dude's a baller.
All right, you guys ready to go? Ready to go? About to be good? So, you got it. All right, questions for Jaxson?
Jaxson, with Trey going down kind of late in the first half and having the guys around you that to throw to, I guess, what's your evaluation of kind of that second half? Obviously, I know there were some points that were left out there, but how do you think the guys step up around you?
Yeah, we definitely left out a lot of points in the second half. So that's gonna be the biggest takeaway, is just making sure that next time we, take advantage of those opportunities to take them out. But I was super proud of like guys like Jay Watt and Juice and Caden Lee and even Prescorn had a big third down conversion. So all those guys stepping up, making big plays, and then obviously like running the football, especially in that fourth quarter, was big for us. And I think this was just a really good win for our team. I can't even explain how much it hurt last week. So just being able to go through that and then stack this win and get some good momentum.
Jaxson, I think the words you said to me last week was sick. I asked what the mood was with y'all. How did you see y'all kind of respond throughout this week of practice?
I was just really impressed with like how we were able to come together. We had a player meeting, a lot of meetings with just one-on-one individual guys, and as leadership, when you have like such a talented team and you have a game like that you just screw up on your own, you definitely have to look at yourself in the mirror. You got to see like what are you about, like what's your identity as a team. So just being able to have those conversations, and the team felt a lot of urgency this week, and I was just happy how we were able to come together instead of divide.
Jaxson, what's it like to have a guy like JJ there in the goal line?
He's so awesome, huh? He's so awesome. He's he's the only defensive tackle who can move like that in the whole country. He could honestly play tight end for us too. So he's a special talent, and anytime that he's in the game and has the opportunity to have the ball in his hands, good things are going to happen, especially on the offensive side.
With the atmosphere being made so much what it is at this place, how big was it for the defense to get those early stops and for y'all to capitalize?
Oh, huge. Very huge. Especially getting those turnovers early in the game. And then us being able to capitalize on those. Going up 2 scores is a really big deal, especially when you're going into somebody else's place. And then, just them playing a complete game, being able to hold them out of the end zone is, extremely impressive, especially against an SEC opponent.
Well, how big were you trying to get a touchdown for Juice? Trying to go a couple times that just missed on a couple of those throws.
Yeah, those ones are going to hurt. Those ones are going to hurt for sure. But I was happy with how he was able to handle himself. I know that's definitely not easy coming into a place where you were the guy and then, everybody turns on you. But I'm just proud of him, how he handled this week. And, people forget, like, he was hurt this whole offseason, so we didn't get a lot of reps together. And, I think it's just kind of a wake-up call for us as well, just to, try to take advantage of the reps we get in practice.
Lane was sitting where you were sitting a minute ago, and he kept glancing up at that, too. I mean, Vanderbilt beating Alabama a week after Alabama beats Georgia. I mean, does it kind of just show how crazy the league is, maybe how crazy the game is right now?
Yeah, absolutely. That dude's a beast. Pavia, he fires me up. But, I think, the SEC is the closest thing to the NFL. You hear people say that all the time, but it really is. Like, it's unpredictable each and every week. If you're not really on your, you can slip up and lose. So, and that goes for anybody, any team. I mean, that game says it all too, and just like us last week. So, it's definitely really fun to play in. It can get stressful at times, but you got to stay on your toes and be ready each and every week.
You guys are going to have a huge one next weekend, obviously, against the team that you've had downs and ups against. How big of a game does that already feel like to you going to Tiger Stadium?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge, but I'm going to make sure to enjoy this one with our team. SEC games are hard to come by and they're hard to win, regardless of who you're playing, especially coming into a hostile atmosphere like this. So we're going to enjoy this, but at the same time, we know what's coming up next week, and we know how big of a game it is, and we're going to be ready.
Jaxson, what did you learn about this team just over the last week?
I think it just showed what our true identity is. Like I said earlier, we had every opportunity to divide and turn away inside the locker room, point fingers at this, that, and the other, and the truth is we didn't. Coming out of the game, we were all just quiet in the locker room. There wasn't a lot of words said. We all had the exact same feeling. I mean, a lot of us met up like at 2 a.m. that day, like we couldn't sleep, and we just had tough conversations. And like I said, so us being able to bounce back and have a win like this, and then obviously our defense coming up and showing out in a big way was huge.
I don't know if you can get into the facility at 2 a.m. I don't know if you're part of that meeting, but where was that at?
Well, we have fingerprints, so we can
Okay.
get in. But we actually had it. We had like a little fire, and we just sat around the fire.
Jaxson, what's it like just playing with a defense with this level of trust you're putting them? You probably never had that during your time at Ole Miss.
Honestly, I haven't had a defense like this in my college career. So it takes a lot of stress off of our shoulders when we feel like we don't have to score every single drive to win. I think we need to start feeling like that a little bit more so we can put more points up. But at the same time, when you can come off the field and you have all the confidence, regardless of where you give the ball to your defense, that they're going to find a way to come out with a stop. And I think they're the prime example of bend but don't break. So, like I've said it from the get-go, like it's tough to go against them in practice. So I know it's got to be hard for everybody else to go against them as well.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Jaxson. And next player for the week.
Appreciate y'all.
Okay. Who wants to start us off?
Did you feel any extra pressure or extra responsibility today with Princely out?
No, sir. With no pressure at all. Just next man up. All week I've been working in practice. Getting over the plays and just getting ready for Saturday.
You talked about this earlier in the week, just kind of feeling more comfortable in this defense, that kind of thing. It obviously is showing. Just kind of take us through your game today. Just out there playing fast. Just work through all week. Just prepare for Saturday. You just make the game a little slower and you can play fast. Sellers completed some passes, but you guys kind of kept everything in front of you, put a lot of pressure on him, a lot of big third down stops. Was that sort of the game plan?
Yes, sir. It was part of the game plan. Just keep him inside the pocket. Keep him from going outside. So we can get pressure on him. And we can cage him in. We just be able to cover him up.
How are you seeing I know you're kind of more along the line most of these days, but TJ and you lead the sacks. Who's had a great start to the season. How are you seeing that linebacker core kind of evolve throughout the year?
Just going good. We all just every day out at practice. We all just work on parallel move and stuff like that. Watch film and see what kind of quarterback we facing and work on the move that we can use against the tackles.
Suntarine, it was your first road game. When you walk into a sold-out environment like this, do you feed off that negative energy?
No, sir. And just staying focused, stay locked in. That's the main thing. And just going out there and just play ball.
I heard from Jaxson about what he thought, but just what was this week like for you guys as a defense?
This week, just getting better. Especially the little loss we had last week against Kentucky. It's the biggest adversity this week. So, just going in on practice on Monday. Just going over everything that we had a lot of mistakes we had last week. Just going over that and just getting better.
What does it mean to you? I mean, this kind of felt like non-conference games, not giving up a touchdown. What does it mean to you to put together a performance like this against an SEC team?
Just love going out there and playing with the group of boys. First of all, and I'm just thankful. Just get a chance to go out there and play with them.
Did you know JJ had those moves at the goal line? Did you know JJ had those moves at the goal line?
Oh yeah, definitely, yes sir.
Anything else for Cincinnati? All right. Thanks.
Thank y'all.
Okay. Who wants to start us off with TJ?
You and Perkins leading tackles today. Who's had a great start to the season. How are you seeing this linebacker room evolve game to game?
It's awesome. Just each week, man, we go in and we all sit down together and we learn together, and we just play off each other. Like you said, man, Pooh's been balling all year, and Perk's been playing good all year, and I have too. And just each week we just try to get better each week.
What was this week like for you guys as a defense, and how important was it for you guys to have a game like this?
It was huge, man. We had a bad taste in our mouth all week, even up to kickoff, man. And it was good to get that out of our mouth and just to make a statement on defense and just to know that we can do that, and that's the standard each week.
How big of a moment was that, the fake punt that they tried, that you guys stopped and immediately scored, and then you got a turnover, scored again?
That was huge. That's a testament to our special teams coordinator, Coach Scooney. He harped that on that all week about their special teams game and a lot of fakes and how they do that. So we were prepared for it, and that was the main thing, just being prepared for it.
Think of JJ's goal line. Every week we see him do something different, put a new move.
I think it's awesome. I love that, man. I love that. You don't see it a lot in college football, so I love that, man. And Lane likes to keep it fun for everybody, and JJ's used to that, and we trust him.
DJ, obviously the performance speaks for itself, but first time being in this kind of environment all year long with the helmet communication aspect of it, just how much tougher of an adjustment it was to kind of to manage that part, but at the same time doing an environment you haven't really been in up to this point.
It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Just being able to go through that through practice, and sometimes I go through practice, and even though he's in my ear, I don't listen to him, so I can work on the signals, so I don't get detached from that, learning the signals each week, knowing I'm still going to have him in my ear. So that's the main thing.
DJ, describe what it's like playing behind that defensive line.
I love it. It's a blessing. I love all four of them, man. They're great, man. And they make it my job so much easier, and Pooh's job as well. So it's awesome. I thank them.
Walter had 2 sacks today. I guess if I could ask specifically about Walter, what does he do so well? And you got probably one of the best views to see what he does.
He dominate one-on-ones, double teams. He dominates, and that's his mentality, man. Once I got to know him and just knowing him, that's his mentality, to dominate every Saturday. He come and dominate, so that's awesome.
All right, any other questions for TJ?
I guess you had a game in here a second ago. Did you know that Vanderbilt just beat Alabama?
I just found that out. That's huge. Just gotta be ready to play on the road. Just gotta be ready to play.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.